My dear students, today I am going to discuss rules to ask questions starting with what under Learn English through Tamil in Foundation course. Dr. Gunasekaran is taking class for you. Before entering into the lesson, let me give some introduction. Kindly listen me. Normally, if you want speak or ask questions, that is for conversations, we need two important things. One is we must know how to raise questions. Number two, we must know how to answer the questions. So, when you are using answering questions, so we have different types of sentences I have already discussed. So, simple sentence, that is, all the sentences I can classify into three types based on tense, present tense, past tense, and future tense. Present tense, four types: simple future, simple present continuous, simple perfect, simple present, the perfect continuous. Same way past, same way future. So totally 12 sentences are available to give answer for the question raised. Depending upon the nature of the question, you have to give answer. Agree? The same way, now I have go for, when I said sentences, I told you simple sentences. This is applicable only for to answer. Coming for the other type, to raise question. How to raise questions? I can simply say that's called interrogative questions, sentences. Second sentence, interrogative. So sentences, there are four types: simple sentence, interrogative sentence, imperative sentence, and exclamatory sentence. So interrogative sentence is the another most important. Normally we are using to raise questions. Please follow. So, for your informations, the same sentences we can classify into other way also. It is the simple sentence, depending upon the nature. Simple, compound, and complex sentences. Okay. Today, I am going to use, that is, I am going to explain you how to raise question using what as the starting interrogative pronoun. Kindly follow. So let me go for, kindly listen me. Vetri welcomes you all. Now, rules to ask questions starting with what? So let me give some introduction. Please follow. That is interrogative sentences. This is coming under interrogative. A sentence that asks a question is called an interrogative sentence. A sentence that gives answer, we'll call it as simple sentences. Normally, we are using the following types to ask questions. Following types. So kindly follow me. This is the most important. So how to raise questions and what are the types of method available? One is WH question. What is the meaning of WH? That means in that interrogative pronoun, the WH will be present there in that word. I will discuss later. WH questions. Next, yes or no questions. That means if you raise questions, you will reply answer as yes or no. That's why it is called yes or no question. And finally, tag questions. Here, we will simply give statement and then finally we will raise the questions. This is called tag questions. So all these we will explain, I will explain in detail in future. So today let me concentrate on first time WH questions. So in that interrogative questions, sentences, kindly follow. WH questions are questions that begin with words that typically start with WH. They are used to gather information about a specific topic. The specific topic it is we are using. So now the important WH words used to ask questions are, here I have arranged based on the alphabetical order. Kindly follow. Number 1, what, when, where, which, who, whom, whose, why, and how. So, here in all these 9 words, you can see the WH. What, WH, when, WH, where, WH, which, WH, who, WH, whom, WH, whose, WH, why, WH. Only in how the arrangement which is changing. H comes the front and then W comes later. How? The only exception, kindly follow. Even then it is having WH. That's why I am using here. Important WH words used to ask questions are what, when, where, which, who, whom, whose, why, and how. So when you are raising questions, so depending upon the nature of information required, you have to raise questions. Now, for when we have to use what, when we have to use when we have to use where, when we have to use which, who, whom, whose, why, and how, we must know, depending upon the requirement. So, what is normally is used to know information about about you required of a person or relate to anything. To know information, you can raise question what. Kindly follow. Now, each WH question word serves a specific purpose and helps to elicit detailed information. They are fundamental in both written and spoken communication for clarifying, understanding, and obtaining necessary details. Kindly follow. The most important, kindly follow me. What question kindly follow? What question is normally used to know the specific thing? So, what question is normally used to know specific thing? To specifically, if you want to know, put question starting with the what. So there are different rules are there. Kindly follow, please follow. This information is not available any grammar book. So my dear students, kindly follow. This will be more useful to you. Now, let me give now the rules. What are the rules? We have to ask what. Number type 1, rule 1. What should be the first word? Then main verb is the second word, and third subject will be the third, and then other letters is rarely possible. So this is not common. Please follow. This is one type, not common. But anyhow, I can give an example. What went wrong in your IAS interview? So it is a sentence. You are asking a question. What went wrong? So went is a main verb. We are using past tense. So எது தவறாக நடந்தது உன்னுடைய ஐஏஎஸ் இன்டர்வியூவில் தேர்வில் எது தவறாக நடந்தது? What went wrong in your IAS interview? But please remember, this is not commonly we are using. What and then main verb we will not use commonly. Only very, very rare. Okay. Second idea, second type is first letter what, second letter subject, and third is main verb. It is possible. And also rarely possible. Example, what you want to eat. சாப்பிடுவதற்கு உனக்கு என்ன வேண்டும்? What do you want to eat? Okay, this is another type of sentence. You can raise questions using what. And these two are not common. First one very rare. Second is very rare. Kindly follow. The other two is very, very commonly we are using. So, you must learn only 3 and 4. Give importance for you. Now, third type. In third type, what? Auxiliary verb will be used as a main verb plus subject is common. Please follow. You have to use what? And you have to use an auxiliary verb as main verb plus subject is common. Plus subject is commonly we can raise a question. A simple example, if you want, I can give. It is, what is your name? Can you follow? Very simple sentence. After question, interrogative sentence, question mark will be placed. It is normally common. What is your name? Please follow. What first sentence is auxiliary verb. Here, auxiliary verb is coming as a main verb. Please follow. There is no other verb. Then, your name, subject, the correspondingly, your also the following that one. So, what plus auxiliary verb as a main plus subject. This is commonly we are using. What is your name? What is your age? Like that we can. Here I want to give one important information. What is auxiliary verb? So, verb can be classified in a number of ways. One of the method is called main and auxiliary verbs. Main and auxiliary verbs. Auxiliary verbs, there are 5 types. One is primary auxiliary, 3 types. Secondary auxiliary, 2 types. Under the primary auxiliary, be verbs. That means am, is, are, past tense, was, and were. These are all the be verbs. Primary auxiliary, first type. Number 2, do, does, present tense, past tense, did. And third auxiliary, has, have, past tense, had. Third type. So these 3 primary auxiliaries will also act as a main verb. Please have it in mind. These 3 auxiliary verbs will also act as a main verb. Actually, main verb means, for example, come, main verb, walk, main verb, run, main verb. So these also will act as a main verb depending upon the nature. Whereas there are 2 other types. One is, I can give will, shall, may, The will, shall, may, can. So these types are called fourth types. The correspondingly will becomes would, shall becomes should, and can become, that is could, may become might. Another is must. Kindly follow. So these are called secondary auxiliary, or more specifically modal verb. So modal verb will not use as a main verb. Please have it in mind. Only primary auxiliaries can be used as a main verb. So the third type is, what is your name I am using? Is a main verb. I hope very clear. The next one. So we are concentrating only 3 and 4. Kindly follow it. The third, that is fourth type is what auxiliary verbs as helping verb. It is not a main. It is doing helping verb plus main verb. It is helping the main verb plus subject. This is very, very common. Very, very common. Kindly follow. Present, present continuous, present perfect, everything we have this one. So example, what is happening in the class? வகுப்பில் என்ன நடந்து கொண்டிருக்கிறது? What is happening? Please follow what, it is the interrogative pronoun question we are raising. Is, it is not a main verb. Helping, which is helping happen. Happen is the main verb, and it is the present continuous happening. Kindly follow. Is happening in the class. Second, in the case of past tense, what had happened? Had, helping verb, primary auxiliary, happened, past tense, in the class, or past participle. What had happened in the class? Please follow. I hope. So I have, even though I have given 4 types, only 3 and 4 commonly we are using. I hope you have very clear idea. Now I am going to give example by raising questions. What way? By using all the auxiliary verbs. All auxiliary verbs I am going to use. That is, or, then where, has, have, had. Then I will use again the do, does, did, will, shall, should, good, may, might, like that. Entire thing I am going to use. Kindly follow. First, I am taking only one by one. So in this case, the first type I am going to use here is, this is the type 3. I told you already. So I am using each cases a minimum number of 10 sentences I have raised. 10 sentences I have raised. Kindly follow. 10 sentences I have raised. What is your name? உன்னுடைய பெயர் என்ன? What is your father's name? உன்னுடைய அப்பாவின் பெயர் என்ன? What is your father? உன்னுடைய அப்பா என்னவாக இருக்கிறார்? What is your age? உன்னுடைய வயது என்ன? Everything getting information. Kindly follow. Then, what is your date of birth? உன்னுடைய பிறந்த தேதி என்ன? Please follow. In all these, what plus the auxiliary verb is a main plus the subject we are using. Now I will give some more 5 sentences in different way. Now, what is happening in your school? In this case, is a helping verb. This is the main. What is happening in your school? Next, what is your favorite food? உனக்கு பிடித்தமான உணவு எது? What is he doing during the whole day? So, do is the main verb, is the auxiliary verb, helping verb. What is he doing during the whole day? நாள் முழுவதும் அவன் என்ன செய்து கொண்டிருக்கிறான்? What is your favorite game? உனக்கு பிடித்தமான விளையாட்டு என்ன? Favorite game. What is happened to him? அவனுக்கு என்ன நேர்ந்தது? So in all the 10 examples, I am using what? I am using is as the main auxiliary verb, as a main verb is. Please follow. Next, I will go for are. Kindly follow. So depending upon the are, the sentence will change. That is, you must know. Kindly follow. What are you planning today? Please follow. So it you. Normally, you know already it is a second person singular or plural. Or when you write, the verb will be are. The same are will come before. So what are you planning today? So immediately if you want to give answer, what are you? That is, it is asked about the somebody. Then that person, somebody will say now, I. Simple answer is very simple. Instead of you, he has to put I. Then I means verb will be am. I am planning to do something today. Very simple to convert into answer. So now we are concentrating only asking questions. After completing all interrogative questions, then I will come for conversation. There we will raise question and answer. You will enjoy. So here we will concentrate only how to raise questions. I will concentrate. Please follow that verb depends upon the subject, it will change. So you, that's why I am using are. The next one. What are the benefits? Here, the benefits, it is a plural noun. So, are is coming. What are the benefits of regular exercises? Now, what are the best practices? Again, plural, are in software development. What are the key features? Again, plural noun, of your products. Your products. What are the requirements? What are the requirements for this project? Please follow. So I am using carefully. Always are. It is depending upon the subject, it is changing. The same way, another examples. What are the steps followed to achieve first rank in class? What are the steps? Plural. Are to achieve first rank class. வகுப்பில் முதல் மாணவனாக வருவதற்கு என்ன நாம் நடவடிக்கை நான் எடுக்க வேண்டும்? What are steps followed to achieve? What are main steps to start a business? What are the symptoms of the fever? Symptoms, plural, are the main verb, as the auxiliary verb comes as the main verb. What are the requirements to get a loan from a bank? My dear students, now you can understand clearly. So, I used already is as a main verb. Now I used are as a main verb. So, what plus main verb plus subject. So, depending upon the subject, is or are will change. Now, I will go for the next is the past tense singular. I kindly follow. Was is single, that is the present tense. Was is the past tense. So now let me use was in the sentence of what. What was she doing last night? So she automatically verb will be she is if it is at the present tense. So this is past tense, so I was using was. What was she doing last night? கடந்த இரவு அவ என்ன செய்து கொண்டு இருந்தாள்? What was he seeing last night in TV? So he, so verb was. So it is was, it is using as a helping verb. Main verb is do, main verb is see. Seeing, doing, continuous. What was your favorite subject in your class? What was your? Please follow. Your. So your means automatically coming like it's a you comes from, that is your. So we are now the corresponding your favorite subject, indicating your favorite subject. So subject is only the coming as a we have to take into consideration. So it was used. What was your favorite subject in your class? The next one. What was your favorite storybook? Favorite storybook, book. Noun, singular. So automatically past tense. So was. What was the best gift received by you? What was the best gift received by you? So this is past perfect. Was, it is assisting the received. Was the best gift received by you? What was the best gift received by you? Now, other examples. What was happening in your house? What was the name of your favorite pet? Pet. Present, that is singular. What was your most memorable place you visited? Place. Was. You visited. So was actually auxiliary helping verb. Visit is the main verb. Past participle. What was the name of your college? So directly was used. Auxiliary verb was used as a main verb. What was the name of your college? The 10. What was your favorite hero in Tamil cinema? Hero. Automatically singular was. I hope you have very clear. Let me go for the next pattern. Where, plural. Is past tense was or past tense were. So I am using where with what. So kindly follow. What were the main reasons for the project success? Project வெற்றி அடைவதற்கு மெயின் காரணங்கள், முக்கியமான காரணங்கள் என்னவாக இருக்கின்றன? Plural, main reasons. Were, plural. What were the key challenges faced during the implementation? Key challenges, plural, verb, V-E-R-E, past tense. What were the most significant changes, plural, made to the plane? Were made to plane. So where is the auxiliary verb, helping verb? Made is the main verb, past participle. What were the primary objectives of the meeting? So, next sentence. What were the outcomes of the last team discussion? Outcomes. Outcomes of the last team discussion. Outcomes is a plural, so I am using were. What were. The same way, 5 more example I want to give now. What were the main points covered in the presentation? Main points, plural, so were. Covered, main verb. Cover, main verb, covered. So where is the helping verb? What were the results of latest survey? This is directly auxiliary verb coming as a main verb. What were the results of latest survey? Results, plural, were. What were the final decisions made by the committee? Final decisions, so it is plural were. It is assisting the verb made. Make is the present tense. So this is made by the committee. What were the main topic discussed in the workshop? Where, what, as usual, so interrogative, where, main topics, plural, discussed main verb, past participle. Next one, what were the expectation set at the beginning of the project? So expectation, plural, so verb is were, set is another verb, main verb, so where is the helping verb. So what were the expectation set at the beginning of the project? ஒரு ப்ராஜெக்ட் ஆரம்பிக்கும் போது எதை அடிப்படையாக எதிர்பார்த்து நாம் செய்தோம். வாட் வாஸ் த எக்ஸ்பெக்டேஷன், நாம் என்ன எதிர்பார்த்தோம். அடுத்து okay, now I hope I have discussed so far by using the interrogative pronoun, that is what. So I have used is, I have used are, I have used was, I have used were. Kindly follow. So what I will, next class I will cover now. After that, I will take now has, have, had. Then I will take do, does, did. Then I will take will, shall, like that we have to go. But I told you already, the type 3 and 4th type only is the most common. So primary auxiliary only we have to use for asking. Used here in the question mark questions. Kindly follow. Okay? Then secondary auxiliary also now we can use, that will be seeing later, will, shall, may, can, then would, should, could, then might, may, like that we can. I hope you are having a clear idea how to raise questions using what in these 4 verbs, auxiliary verbs, using yes or was, were. So next class we will see the other auxiliary verbs. So I hope you have enjoyed. Thank you. So I am Dr. Gunasegaran. See you again. Bye-bye.